My name is Dr. Ina Fatkins. I'm a clinical psychologist, and this is a journey into middle age, crossing many borders, overcoming countless challenges, and ultimately embracing the wise feminine with the support of ancestors and the guidance of Jungian wisdom and the unconscious. She was born in Soviet Union near its final years. She grew up surrounded by the idea that everyone was the same, that life was about being useful and working for a great socialist project. Her world was grey and dull, shaped by fading Soviet myths, old Russian fairy tales, and rigid traditions about men and women. These beliefs offered little room for a woman to carve out her own destiny. Femininity was expected to be either obedient and dull or rebellious and condemned. Seeing no true value in it, she rejected it. To her, masculinity felt cold and distant, like her father who never showed warmth and empathy. It seemed to always reject and suppress femininity. She spent half of her time feeling disconnected from the world, and the other half escaping into books and stories she created herself. She admired The Snow Queen by Hans Christian Andersen for her ability to freeze emotions, capture souls, and make everything still and untouchable. In traditional Russian folklore, she respected Baba Yaga not as a villain, but as a wise woman who could either take life or grant wisdom, depending on who sought her guidance. Like Vasilisa the Wise, she was curious and determined, always seeking knowledge. Time and time again, knowledge was granted to her, illuminating her path forward. Her true refuge was the Baltic Sea, where she found peace. She often gazed at the horizon where the sea met the sky, dreaming of escape, of a life beyond the shores. In times, that dream became reality. As she grew up into young women, she learned ways to protect herself from being hurt by men. One way was to become like a snow queen, emotionally distant, untouchable. The other was to be admired and desired while remaining unreachable, a form of control. This became a way of using manipulation to avoid being manipulated. In late adulthood, she began to see things differently. Through self-reflection, she uncovered the deep anger she had buried toward her father. She also realized that her old ways of protecting herself no longer worked. The time had come for a potentially painful transformation, and she turned to her ancestors pleading for guidance and strength. When the dream came, strong and symbolic, guiding her into the depth of her unconscious mind. In one dream, she traveled to Baltic Sea, being close to seashore. She searched for a new source of energy represented by bread, something simple yet essential for life. On this journey to the sea, she met wise feminine who took her into the boat crossing the sea leading into unknown. This was a strong guidance from ancestor, and she trusted it. In the dream that followed, she encountered the divine in the form of Ishtar, the goddess of love, creation, and destruction, who went into underworld and came back. Ishtar revealed to her the sacred strength of feminine, one that holds access to the underworld, commands power over destiny, grants initiation into hidden knowledge, and embraces transformation and sacrifice without fear. In her dream, she became Ishtar High Priestess, flying above the crowd, freely sharing her gifts and wisdom with people. And now, approaching middle age, She welcomed it with a sense of purpose. As something profound is beginning to unfold, signs from sacred feminine continue to guide her, deepening her connection with true self. Through this journey, she discovers strength and wisdom. But the work only just begun.